Hello guys, this is Avengers Rising. Today we are going to unbox Marvel Legends Marvel Studios Iron Spider, who is portrayed by Tom Holland in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Captain America Civil War back in 2016. Yeah. Now, I'm going to read the box. Now, let's look at what this thing has to say. Advanced technology and high-tech gear and signature marks of the web-slinger hero, Iron Spider. He's actually Spider-Man. Yeah, but hey, it's the multiverse, and he was battling bigger threats in it than the other two were. Now, I had been waiting to get the Tom Holland MCU version of Spider-Man. It's Iron Spider because of the suit. Of course, we all know it's actually Tom Holland Spider-Man from the MCU. Man. 8 years have gone by since Spider-Man has been part of the MCU. And 2 years after his debut in Civil War, we got Venom. Well, first off, he was among the victims of the blip, and months later, fast forward to October back in 2018, we got Venom, who to me looked like he was gonna come in to avenge Spider-Man to confront Thanos, which is kind of ridiculous though. Now, here, as usual, you see these extra hands up here, webs over here, and webs right up here. And look at the markings of this suit. Now, Iron Spider usually has a different color scheme in the comics and the animated shows than this one. Not sure if the Iron Spider armor had multiple different color schemes before the MCU. Now, Tom Holland, Spider-Man wore this suit beginning in Spider-Man Homecoming, and after his confrontation with Vulture, the suit got taken away from him by Tony, who didn't want him being distracted from school. And yeah, you shouldn't be risking your life as a student just by going off to save people. You can't always save everyone. Now, he's the third live-action movie Spider-Man we got. And the reason for that is because Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2 crashed and burned. How? As Norman Osborn, played by William Dafoe in Spider-Man 3, said to Harry in Hallucinations, "You took your eye off the ball." Yeah, Mark Webb took his eye off the ball when he was making everything so childish and so too playful, to be exact, as well as going too far as to killing off Gwen Stacy and having cut Shailene Woodley's MJ out of the theatrical cut, all because it was a love story between him and Gwen. But really, was it really necessary to do just to have Gwen come back to him, and just so that Harry could go rogue and kill her off, just to make Garfield's Peter and everyone in the movie-going audience cry? Man, God, it's no wonders. And of course, the reason for Art Garfield being Spider-Man in the reboot back in 2012 was not only to hit the 50-year anniversary mark of Spider-Man's worldwide debut in the comics of Marvel, but also because Sam Raimi lost touch with fans when he didn't bother to look at Venom's entire story arc in the comics, they that after putting up with a lot of pressure from one of Sony Studios' former bosses, he just shoehorned Venom in there and killed the symbiote along with Eddie Brockoff without even thinking first. Now, at least it wasn't the last time we ever saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. They came back in the third film after Tom Holland's Spider-Man, acting so clumsy and paranoid, interrupted Doctor Strange's spell where he was looking to make everyone forget he was Spider-Man after Mysterio exposed his identity at the end of the second one. Part of his revenge scheme. Not just against him, but mainly against Tony for taking away his technology and calling it and basing its acronym off of something disgusting. And really, I do wish they had made a better acronym for the technology that was used to cloak and digitally change things within the scenery. Oh, and just so we're clear, I was not too much of a fan of Far From Home because of all the comedy being forced into it. It was embarrassing, and I don't blame you, Parker. But you gotta admit, Tom Holland came out like a pro in the third film, and Don Watts actually was able to course correct afterwards when he went with the plot of the film we got out of No Way Home. Really good. Now, first off, the movie first starts off with all that. Well, I'll be sure to. Well, yeah, it starts off silly with all that comedy injected in first, but later, when we come to Doc Ock, things finally start getting serious as they were in previous films. And the Green Goblin, wow, man, he really carved a hole in Peter's heart when he took the life of his dear Aunt May, played by Marissa Tomei. It left him traumatized until he was met by the other two Spider-Men from previous movies and other worlds in the MCU multiverse. Man, and we sure enjoyed the final battle on Liberty Island with the three taking on Sandman, Lizard, and Electro, with a redeemed Doc Ock helping them. And then finally taking on the Green Goblin, the archenemy of all Spider-Men. He wanted to kill him, but if it hadn't been for Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man intervening to help him calm down and remind him of who he was, yeah, he could have fallen too. And after that, he had Doctor Strange perform the very spell that he interrupted at the beginning of the movie in order to stop other super villain variants of his enemies from coming into his world. And he had to erase everyone's memory of him being Spider-Man as well. And I can't blame him though. He's been through a lot. Peter Parker was going through a lot after losing Tony in Endgame and after losing his Aunt May at the hands of the Green Goblin. He also wanted to try to tell Ned and Michelle Jones about who he was, but felt that it was a lot safer if he didn't tell him. Now, I wouldn't be surprised from how Sony's been behaving lately under Amy Pascal's leadership since the SAG-AFTRA strikes happened back last year, that she had to go and piss a lot of people off, not only by delaying movies like Kraven the Hunter, but by having the people at the studios constantly retconning people's character arcs and stuff. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they purposely retconned how long he would keep his identity a secret from people he's close with at school. Because, yeah, there's been a lot that's been irritating us lately, and after seeing the trailer to Venom: The Last Dance, where they brought Cristo Hernandez, you know, the voice of Wheeljack, back for the third film to play that same bartender he was in the end credits of No Way Home, and then bringing the actor who played Mordo in to capture the small sample of the symbiote. Yeah, it kind of blew people off, and it's very much likely to have an impact on how well this long yet to be announced fourth movie will do. Especially since BlackRock Vanguard's DI and ESG initiatives and focus groups have dug so deep into our things, not just across the world, but mainly in Hollywood too, where we all see it in plain sight. And I do love that suit he wore in the end. It reminds me of one of the toys that Eric and I got featuring Spider-Man. But now it's time to unbox this thing. Time to unbox this thing and see what this thing's capable of. Pardon me. Here's the whole thing. Wow. Now let's pop him out. Wow. Man, he's encased in there deep. I'll take it there. There. That's one. That's the figure. Man, take a look. Look at some of that gold he's got. The markings on his chest and the cuffs, these bracelets, gauntlets on his wrists, and some of the padding. Wow. And right here. Quite cool. Well, actually, this armor was presented to him by Tony Stark after he defeated the Vulture. He turned it down though because he wanted to start acting more responsible, as he was told in the middle of the movie. Man, he sure knew how to put up a fight against Thanos with this thing, and that instant kill, man. He sure took on a lot of Chitauri. Yeah, and if you're watching this, Parker, I know. His clumsiness, his paranoia, and all the comedy that's in it that is so embarrassing, it doesn't suit his character to be number one Spider-Man of all live action films. I know that. And I still stand by Tobey Maguire being the number one movie Spider-Man because of how perfect it was. Well balanced, well executed. Great story arc, and best of all, no web shooters like Tom and Andrew's Spider-Man have. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Now, let's get this up. Oh boy, better be careful. There's some tape. There's some tape on this web right here. Here we are. Now, where was I? Yeah. Let me get these webs off next. There. And then let's get these extra hands up and there. All right. Not sure how you do these hands, but let me see. There's a hole. It's got a hole in the back right here. I wonder what it's for. Is there anything else that I should be aware of? Huh. Well, I don't know. No base plate either. Well, as usual, you've got him being flexible, like as your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now let me just take one of these off. Put these with the foot flip on. And heck. Better take this off too. Put this flip lift on. There. Flip, 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 flip. Well, oh, look there. Flexible. All joints. All-purpose flexible joints. Well, there you have it, folks. That is our Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios Iron Spider. I'm the Avengers Rising, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe for more. Or that is to come your way. I have to be ready tonight for other things too. Take care, guys.